I need to build 2 shelving units because I'm in the middle of trying to organize my life. And last time I tried this, I ran into problems.
Okay, wait. I don't think that's gonna fit.
I couldn't even get the first unit built in one day. But since I'm on a mission to become a more efficient woodworker, hopefully I learn from my mistakes. Ouch! And I'm gonna try building 2 shelving units in one day. Again. This video is sponsored by Florid. More about them later.
I got a really good head start already because mostly everything is cut. So I'm just gonna start building frames, which is basically the shelves. Last time I did this on the floor, but my back needs to break, so I'm gonna see if I can just build the frames on here. To catch you up, I built a shelving unit that was almost 7 feet tall and 6 feet wide. I wanted it to be sturdy because I planned to put some heavy things on there, and I wanted it to be tall so I could take advantage of the vertical space. But I underestimated the weight and size of this thing when I needed to transport it. Which I'll explain in a little bit why this needed to be moved to a different place. But since my intention was to build 2 of the big units to begin with, I had all the wood pre-cut. But now, instead of building one giant unit that I can barely move,
okay, wait.
I'm going to build 2 that are half of the size using the same wood I already have cut. I got a lot of questions and suggestions in the comments along the lines of why I don't just buy another shed or build a shed on the property to store these things instead of paying for a separate storage, which can be expensive. That's a valid question, and I realize you don't know our situation. We don't technically own the land we're on, and we're not going to stay here forever, so it doesn't make sense for us to add another building without knowing when we're going to move or what we'd even do without building afterward. So we decided that a temporary-ish storage unit would be the best solution for now.
One done, 3 more to go. Took me like an hour to put this together, but I did move the camera in every step, so I don't think it takes that long. I'm gonna do the next one, and I'm just gonna set a time lapse and see how long it actually takes me.
Lately, I've been challenging myself to get things done in a tight timeline. It's not like I'm competing against anybody, but I feel like projects take me a lot longer than the average person. And I think part of it is the time that it takes to film everything. And I sometimes procrastinate and get easily distracted. So these strict timelines help me stay focused because I can be a little competitive. I put a lot of focus on my filming rather than the project. So if you're an aspiring creator and you make projects, just know that making videos means that your projects will take at least 3 times longer. Luckily for me, filming is something that I really enjoy, and I just use my phone for it. I don't have a fancy camera yet, maybe one day, but I still try to get the best shots that I can so that you can have the best viewing experience. Creating a video is part of my craft, and after I film everything, then Tony gets to add her sprinkle of magic in the editing.
Second one done. It only took me 17 minutes. And I think that's kind of what the other frames were taking me when I did the first shelf. So it's amazing how much filming takes when you take the time to capture everything. Let me build 2 more, then I move on to cutting the OSB.
I'm not gonna lie, getting a storage unit to store things is something that I've always been against because that just means accepting that we have too much stuff. And we've managed to use the space we have until this happened. And this happened because we've been remodeling our house room by room, and every time we finish a room, we have to move all the things somewhere else. And because we're always trying to finish the project, we don't always get the chance to go through everything, declutter, and organize. So we're slowly going through everything we have, getting rid of what we don't need, and building a storage system for the things we do want to keep.
15 minutes.
The clutter has caused me to be so stressed all the time because you can't run away from the mess when you're working in it. So part of the goal of moving the things away is to have a rotational space to put our things while we remodel the next room. It's not going to be a space of set it and forget it. And if it is, I'll see you next year with another decluttering video.
14 minutes. I wonder if I keep building frames, if I would go down to the point where I can just put them together in 5 minutes. I bet I could, but I don't want to build like 100 frames to find out, so. Now I gotta cut these to size, but first I gotta rearrange everything. Nope, not gonna happen. Okay. This has a damaged corner, so I'm trying to flip it around because this is the size that I'm gonna cut. I have to cut 4 pieces, and I really want to cut them all at once because lining up the cut is pretty time consuming, but I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I'm gonna try and see what happens.
To make a straight cut, I measured and marked where I needed to cut. And you see these 2 lines here? That's because the first one was the wrong measurement. Luckily, I caught it. I also marked the offset of the circular saw so I could set up a guide that helps me cut straight. This can be anything you can clamp down as long as it's straight. The closest thing I could find was a ruler.
I just realized the blade isn't deep enough to cut through all 4 sheets. I'm glad I checked. I would have been so disappointed. Okay, how do I do this? Come on. There. That almost doesn't make it. What is this? It's a 6-inch blade. Almost doesn't make it.
I'm using OSB for the top of the shelves, and honestly I don't like the looks of it, but it was pretty cheap. These are actually 4x8 sheets and I got them cut in half at the store. This saved me a lot of time and it made it a lot easier to carry.
Okay, just gotta do that 3 more times.
Making these frames on the workbenches ended up being a lot more efficient than making them on the floor. Overall, this project was going a lot faster than my first shelving unit.
Since I'm changing the height of this because I'm splitting the shelf in 2, I'm basically making 2 short shelves. I gotta cut the legs, and I want them to be 4 feet tall. I have to get more wood at the store. The part that's left's not long enough for me to make 4 more legs. I got the wood and I forgot to get the attachment for the vacuum, for the hose, so I'm still spitting sawdust everywhere. One day I will get that attachment and this shop will be clean again.
Since we've been remodeling the house room by room, I've been upgrading the floors along the way too. Thankfully, Florid has been a big supporter of these projects, and since I've had their floors for a little while, I figured, why not do a little spill test and see how they're actually holding up.
This is how much I trust my floors. Anything spills, I don't even worry about it. No stains, no hassle, I just wipe it off. Florid sent me these floors for my bedroom, and honestly, I'm blown away by the quality. First off, they're 100% waterproof. When installed right, the click-lock mechanism prevents standing water from reaching your subfloor for up to 72 hours, which is usually long enough for it to evaporate. So let's say you spill wine on your floor, or coffee, or syrup. You just wipe it off, no stain, it doesn't breach the surface. Florid is a direct-to-consumer brand, so they deliver top-quality flooring straight to your door. So no more multiple trips to the hardware store, no awkward carts full of planks, just order and it's done. And any questions you may have, they have you covered with one-on-one supports from experts who know everything about Florid. And let me tell you, these planks are the best I've ever worked with. They're designed to be DIY friendly. I did the bathroom, the closet, and the bedroom myself. Plus, they come with a 20 to 40 mil wear layer, nearly triple the industry standard, and pre-attached underlayment, so you're getting all the benefits right out of the box.
Oh, and the plank size? This plank is taller than me.
It makes a difference when you're doing a larger space, you use fewer pieces, which means fewer cuts and faster install. I went with the color Nakan from the Modine Rigid Vinyl Plank collection because it's super close to the floors I already have in the rest of the house, and I wanted to keep the look consistent. It's got this gorgeous wood look that just works with everything. Floor also keeps things eco-friendly by using low VOC materials and sustainable manufacturing, so the floors are better for your home and the planet. And if you're not sure what color to pick, they've got sample kits to help you match your space before you commit, which is super helpful. And since Floor is sponsoring this video, they're offering half off your sample order using code DIYTiffFloorit. So if you have a flooring project coming up, definitely check them out. Thank you, Floor, for sponsoring this video. Now I gotta work on the floor again. That's more manageable.
The last shelving unit I built was so tall that I had to put it together outside, which was a bit of a pain. Not having to wrestle a giant shelf around definitely saved me a ton of time while making these smaller ones.
Alright, so now I'm gonna put spacers that are gonna hold the next shelf. The last shelving unit I built, I left the spacers there permanently to make the legs, beefy and strong. But I don't think this one's gonna need it because it's half of the size. So I think the 2x4s will be fine. Maybe I'll just do it at the bottom because the legs are gonna be kind of long compared to my last shelving unit. Ouch. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. The space is getting really tight in here. I hope I have enough room to build the second one. Because I plan to finish this today. Come on. That's the front. Oh crap, I need to flip this. Not that it matters, but I don't know if you noticed, but some of them have a wood color front and then those are blue. Just because I am me, I kind of want them all to match. So I want the front of the shelves to be the wood color instead of that blue color that you see. So I gotta flip this. Of course I gotta flip this because it's not heavy at all. So come on. This is so awkward to pick up. Okay. There. Phew. Ouch. I dropped it. Ugh. One shelf by itself is actually pretty heavy. Come on, did this once. Did this once already. This is the part where everything started going wrong too last time.
Another suggestion I got in the comments was to assemble these as a storage place. And that's a pretty good idea, except that this took me hours, even just to assemble it. So I don't know how they would have felt about me working there for hours and making noise with the power tools. And not to mention that I finished this project almost at 11 p.m. I would have definitely gotten kicked out.
What the? I'm gonna show you this screw. So I found this in the box. Look at this. It has no threads. Like, look at the difference. And you see the difference for the head? I think this was an oopsie. That wasn't supposed to be in the box. Almost there. Almost there. We're gonna get this done. You can do this. We're almost there. So these are the legs. They're a lot longer than the last shelf because I did little bitties. But I'm only doing 2 shelves per unit. But I'm doing longer legs, 1 so that it's taller, and 2 so that I can actually just, you know, put things under it as storage. So the bottom can also be storage. Well, I can move it at least. I can't quite lift the whole thing by myself, of course, but yeah, I think this is more manageable. It's still pretty heavy. I need to add casters. These casters are the bomb diggity. Do people still say that? Or did I just give up my age?
I got these retractable casters that lock on and off, which lets me move the shelves around easily. I wouldn't recommend using them while the shelves are loaded, but they're definitely helpful for rolling the shelves around since they're so heavy.
I installed it upside down. All done with the first one. I kind of want to flip it, but I don't know if I have enough room. I think I'm pushing my luck here. But if I flip it, then I need to flip it again because to transport this, I actually have to have it upside down. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, I don't have to flip it. I just want to see it because it'll motivate me to put together the next one. Because I don't feel like it. I feel done for today. But I am gonna put the next one together. Okay. Can this be flipped? Maybe. All right, let's try it. Okay, okay. Okay. All right, now I gotta do that again. It's heavy from this side. Of course it's heavy, it's the heaviest side. I don't wanna bother Tony. I can do this. Crap. Okay, maybe I cannot do this. Oh my goodness. If I had enough room for me to like squat down and pick it up, but I don't have enough room. Okay, I need this. Okay, first of all, I'm doing this all wrong. Come on, come on. Okay. Oh, I can't see what I just hit. Come on. I don't know what I'm hitting. Okay, I think that worked. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's good. It's good. That's good. Let me test the wheels. Strong as sturdy. It doesn't tilt with me you know, going on and off of it, so. All right, let's test the wheels. Oh, I knocked down my trash can, that's what I knocked down. Come on. Oh yeah. It rolls. Good, good, good. Okay, it's good, it's good. I did a good job. I'm proud of myself.
There's no room for me to assemble the second one, so I moved a few things around.
I almost blocked myself in. Second one done. I gotta put the casters on, but Tony assembled them for me, and the second set that I ordered, one of them came damaged, so I have to wait for a new set to come in, and then I'll put them on. So, but yeah, I got them done in one day, one very, very long day. Hopefully moving them goes a lot smoother than last time. I hope this just rolls into the trailer. This is a new technique I'm trying.
I don't have any faith that this is a good idea or that we're gonna survive what we're about to attempt.
And you have to lift it up to the ramp.
How did I end up with this?
I can do that, Ann, if you want me to.
Say it with me.
Okay. Monster trucks. Beef jerky. Beer. Okay, you got it?
Yep.
Okay, is it gonna roll? Huh. Well, that worked a little too well. Oops.
This is kind of not working well. That sucked.
All right, good. Sorry. Oops. You didn't see that. Look at the size difference. Ah, bendito. It's so tiny, but at least I can reach everything. What do you think? I like them. I think I would have liked them to be taller. They look really short, but it's also because the ceiling is super, super tall, and you're comparing it to that one there. But at least on these, I can reach whatever I put on. I think if I would have planned this a little bit better, I would have maybe built it to the size of the unit and just kind of have it nicely wrap around this wall. But yeah, I didn't plan according to the size of the unit because I don't think I knew that when I started building these. I just knew I wanted a big shelf to store as many things as I could. But I like them. Overall, they're super sturdy. I think taking the casters off once they're in place is a good idea because they run into each other and they create a big gap here. So I don't like that. I'll probably remove the casters, at least from the from the little ones. And I might play around with the layout once we start moving things in here. But overall, I do believe this is a simple enough project to do. As long as you don't have to move it outside of where you're building it, is actually simple enough. And I am very proud of myself for being able to put these two together in one day. That was, yeah, good job there. Anyways, thank you for hanging out with me while I build more shelves. And thank you patrons and members for your support. I am gonna go take another nap. Bye.